Hey, welcome to Level 3 Focus. Sorry about the little intermission right there, but we had to restart the computer and then load on some videos, because I actually want to talk about some matches that happened at Evolution 2012. I selected 4 match videos, but this is just going to be like an introduction. I'd really like to, over the next coming months actually, try to break down a lot of the most interesting matches across several different games from EVO 2012, because obviously there were a ton.
Right.
And just picking 4 is kind of ridiculous because there were so many really strong, good ones to talk about. But I picked 2 from Street Fighter 4, and then 1 from Marvel, and then 1 from KOF. And I picked them for kind of different reasons. So the 2 Street Fighter 4s are Gamerbee versus Daigo, which I personally thought was the most hype individual match in Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, in Street Fighter 4. Right?
In Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Infiltration versus Daigo, because it's just like a clinic on how to destroy somebody top tier. It's so good.
Oh, my God.
And then in King of Fighters Grand Finals, Mad KOF versus Bala. And then in Ultimate Marvel, it was obviously Grand Finals 2, Filipino Champ versus Infrit.
Right.
I really want to talk about some fruitsy matches. Like, I really want to talk about combo fiend matches. I really want to talk about
Chris G and Filipino Champ.
Chris G, yeah. I really want to talk about a lot of the Street Fighter matches from semis, because a lot of them were really, really good. And from the rest of the KOF top 8, too. There was really, really good stuff. But I just kind of want to go over them briefly, like sort of on a surface level.
And then we can break them down in a future episode, right?
Exactly right. So as you can see, it's another dual episode with both me, Ultra David, and James Chen.
Yep.
Sweet.
And, I did want to mention one thing, though. I saw on the chat earlier someone mentioning how it looked like Punko wasn't even trying against Shanghai in the top 8, because Punko got bodied pretty
Punko
badly.
did get bodied.
Yeah, and someone actually told me they played a 1-5 the day before.
Yeah.
And Shanghai beat him 5-1.
I heard about that.
And I think that's why
I heard about that.
I think that's why he was just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So he just wasn't himself. So note to self, don't play 1-5s with someone you may run into in the tournament.
Yeah, Bala knows a little something about that, where he blew up Team Korea by himself, basically, in the Mexico versus Korea set the day before, 2 days before even, I forget. And then Mad KOF obviously beat him in Grand Finals.
Yep.
So
Yep.
there's always that risk. But let's go over to the match. This is the first one that I was talking about, Gamerbee versus Daigo Umehara. So, backstory on these 2 guys, we went over a little bit live, but they've been playing against each other for a while. Even before the rest of us knew who Gamerbee was, Daigo already kind of knew, because they had been playing online in Super Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, when that game first came out, I was like, I really want to learn Adon.
Yeah?
So I went online, and Gamerbee matches versus Daigo were the only ones I could find. So I was like, who is this Japanese player?
Right, yeah, we didn't even know. We didn't even know.
Yep.
So it's a really cool match to point out, because it's all about comebacks and staying cool under pressure, and also getting the luckiest last pixel hits of all time. But yeah, it's also cool because you get to see the crowd in a lot of different shots. Dacid Bro goes totally nuts. Remember that? When this game was going on?
What a shock. Dacid Bro going nuts.
It's true.
He's basically NorCal ETR, right?
I guess, actually.
Because I remember they were both at Curly Mustache, and they were going hype next to each other. It was kind of an interesting
So this is from Friday. As you can see, it's top 16. We're in winner's bracket. They're both trying to qualify into top 8 winners for Sunday.
Can I just say I love Smiling Daigo?
How weird is Smiling Daigo?
I love Smiling Daigo. He's like all smiles all the time now.
It's so weird, man.
Yeah.
Because for years we're used to just seeing him with no facial expression at all.
That was the joke.
Regardless of win or lose or what. Like, once he sat down to play, it was all business regardless.
Here he is, Smiling Daigo. So.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, do you want me to jump ahead?
Yeah, let's just go to the match. Sure. Oh, it looks like it's just about to start anyway.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, this could be button checks, potentially.
I think it's for reals.
Okay.
I think it's for reals.
For realsies, okay.
Yeah, so the Adon versus Ryu match is kind of a cool one. Ryu is really good at controlling like the quarter to a third range in front of him, but guess what? So is Adon. And he has really good tools to make Ryu not really want to throw that many fireballs, and to make Ryu want to back up when he doesn't really want to. Jaguar kick is one. EX Jaguar kick. Stand roundhouse is really good. Sweep is really good. He has a lot of good things that he can do. Yeah. I mean, like really good stuff. So Daigo already down pretty early. After seeing this round live, I remember this. I thought, oh man, really, like this is going to be a blow up, because that was just like really convincing control from Gamerbee. And the second round like wasn't that different actually, as you'll see. Gamerbee looks like he's doing really, really well for the most part. Yeah, I think now starts off his really good run.
Freaking Vortex.
Right.
On Vortex.
Nice
bait, yeah. And a random uppercut from Daigo.
Yeah, so now it looks like Daigo's basically down. Look, he gets thrown in the corner. He's one hit or anything away from losing this. And he pretty much turns on the juice right now. Yeah, it comes in. He knows it's one more hit. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, my God.
It's a mix-up, right? It's just a mix-up in the corner. And Daigo with really, really good comebacks. It's something that he's...
Gamerbee looked angry.
Well, Gamerbee starts to look angrier, as he'll see.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of... I honestly think this match is very much in Adon's favor. Just
I
because,
agree.
Obviously Ryu's low forward is so good, but Adon's standing roundhouse kind of negates that weapon. What the hell just happened there? That was so weird. Hang on a second, I gotta go back and see that again.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't understand what happened. That's so weird. That's like...
That is really... Yeah, he was just... Like thanks Adon jump arc.
Yeah, I know. All uppercut and I missed it.
Adon is so weird in the air.
Dude, this okay. Because I remember seeing that and I was like, I need to see the replay on that.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, Gamerbee is just baiting out his uppercut.
It looks like he has everything, right? Like he has the mix-ups working for him. He's excellent spacing. He's not trying to take big risks. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. And when he sees his pressure isn't working out, he's...
Dude, do you see how far Daigo walked for that throw, dude?
Look. Where did you find that pixel? You see that? Where did you even find that?
Should not have killed right there, man. Whoops. Let's see if I can slow-mo that. Oh, you can see Dasabro going crazy there in the background.
Right.
So
yeah.
This is going to be 8 hits, I believe. 1, 2, 3. I mean, look at...
Yeah, it's like he literally finds that pixel.
Look at that. Look how much life he has.
I know!
Before that last hit. Kaboom!
Yep.
Okay, dead.
So look at Daigo and Gamerbee now. Yeah, you see Gamerbee right there? Here, go back. Go back. Look at his expression. And then look at Dasabro, but look at Gamerbee first.
Yeah, no, I was looking at Dasabro.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. Boom.
Look at his eyes, his eyebrows. Eyebrow. It's like, what? How'd that kill? But it's not just about the fact that the pixel somehow got lost. It's the fact that Daigo has the incredible ability to be calm under pressure and to find those exact moments and timings and spacings. I mean, so go back a little bit. Well, longer, I guess.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
More. Yeah, okay, right here. Okay, so think about this from Gamerbee's perspective. He knows that really what Ryu has to be looking for is something into either Super or Ultra.
He's scared of uppercut FADC Ultra. Probably.
For sure he is.
Or low forward EX Fireball FADC
One
Ultra,
of those things,
right?
or of making some stupid twitch that he shouldn't do and Daigo reacting with Dragon Punch FADC, or just with Ultra or something like that. And he's trying to keep himself at this smart range where none of those things are an option. Where he thinks that he can have great control of what Ryu's options are. But then look at this range where Daigo decides to jump from. Watch. Oh, well, okay, it's after the throw, yeah.
So, boom. So he whiff punishes that stand roundhouse, and there he goes.
Or, no, I'm sorry, yeah, the important thing was the throw. So, you saw that Daigo is just, like, walking forward and hoping that Gamerbee does something that allows him to start this off. Gamerbee just whiffs it, and Gamerbee might be thinking, well, all I'm really risking right here is, I don't know, like, maybe he's going to do a random Dragon Punch. Probably not. Like, almost certainly not. Maybe he's going to whiff punish me with a sweep or something that's not a big deal.
Right.
Maybe he whiff punishes me with a throw even. Probably that's not even in his mind, but it's like he knows that there's a slight risk. Right. Mostly what this is about is limiting Ryu from walking up to a range that he's worried about. He's trying to limit Ryu's walk-up options.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think Daigo would have blocked that roundhouse if he were crouching?
You know what? You might be right, dude.
Look at him. stands
Wow, look at that
up.
stand. Ooh, that
Dude.
stand is so good. Good point, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So characters are fatter when they're crouching.
Oh.
So
Yeah, no, I think you're right. That's such a smart stand up. Because he stands up. Here, watch. Okay, now rather than going for sweep or something, which, is going to be nice, but probably not win the round for him.
yeah, because the Adon recovers right here. He's already free to move.
Right.
But Daigo says, you know what? You're so scared because you whiffed that that I know I'm going to do
Like, he's looking to block. You see him crouch? He's looking to block a sweep or a crouching medium kick or something.
And then...
That's basically why he lost. Like, now he has to deal with the side-to-side mix-up. He probably knows it's either a front or back. I just have to guess.
You guessed wrong.
Yeah. But
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you?
But again, I also don't think that he thought he was dead yet.
Yeah.
I think he thought he was still alive. I thought he was still alive for sure. So, all right, let's let this roll a little bit.
Okay, there we go.
Look at those eyebrows. What?
And then look at that's it, bro.
Dude, everybody was going nuts in the crowd.
That's it, bro.
Well, because he knows it was awesome. It was hype.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So, Gamerbee actually recovers pretty well. And, it's weird, but most of these rounds, I feel like Gamerbee had the upper hand for most of it. Even in some cases towards the end, in matches where he ended up losing, rounds where he ended up losing.
Standing roundhouse is so good for Adon.
Yeah, it's awesome. Sets up free side-to-side mix-ups. Good luck guessing he does.
Oh, what a bait, too.
Yeah, look at this. Remember that?
That's right. It was like, let me style on you now.
So again, Adon or Gamerbee does well in the first round. This is especially important because it's a sign that he didn't collapse after seeing those two great comebacks by Daigo. He's going to play, he has his own ability to stay calm and play, intelligently.
Oh, yeah. See, watch there. I just want to go back 1 second real quick.
Yeah.
And show you what we're talking about, that standing and crouching stuff.
Uh-huh.
Watch this. Watch this low forward that he ends up blocking. Now,
Okay.
if you look here, I swear he wouldn't... see how he, stands for a second and then
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like if he was standing, he wouldn't have blocked
I think
that.
you're right, yeah. I think he just didn't want to take that risk. He wasn't sure on the exact spot. But no, you're totally right.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, again, it looks like he's starting off really strong. Misses up his safe jump. I don't really know why he went for that, actually. Has to bring out the DP.
Dude, Daigo's whiffing uppercuts all over the place. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Oh, he played this really strangely in the early parts of these rounds.
Right.
But then at some point when he knows that it's crunch time, he starts playing more cautiously. You can see already, right? He's playing a little bit more cautiously now.
Adon's sitting on a whole super right now, so this is super risky time for Daigo.
Right. It definitely looks like he should die. Adon is doing a pretty good job of not letting him in, of standing at good spots, or he was anyway. And now he starts to get a little bit worried. Gets through. Yeah, it just doesn't get him punished. But Daigo is still, he's throwing those fireballs even from range where he's not too worried about the potential punish.
Ooh,
yeah.
Arrow throw.
Nice. This time, Gamerbee knew about that. Oh, and this time you see? Okay, so look at the variation and remember what happened in the previous game. At the end of the round when Daigo just walked up and got the throw. Gamerbee, to his credit, he's learning really, really well, right? Like he blocked the cross of Hurricane in a very similar situation. He gets
blocks this successfully.
Blocks that.
Says no, you cannot.
Yeah, he already has seen that Daigo is willing to walk up, a good third of a screen to get the throw.
And here he comes. Oh,
normal.
So he stops him.
Right. And now he thinks that he's okay. He can get links into the end of the round, right? He can link out of this crouching jab.
He tried to, but
he just didn't get the spacing exact.
Yeah, he whiffed. Look, it just didn't hit.
Yeah, he just didn't get the spacing right. It's not like he even messed the timing up. He just didn't get the spacing right.
Should have did low strong, man. Should have did low strong.
Low strong would have won the round.
Yep. Would
have won the game even. And instead, Daigo, knows at this point that basically he's down to very poor options. He's not going to get walk-up throw. He already tried that. It didn't work out. Now he knows that his opponent is in what should be a kill combo. So there's really not much reason to not mash out. Like, people will make fun of you for mashing in some cases, but if you're in this kind of situation where you're just going to die if you don't mash, I mean, if you mash, you're probably going to die anyway because you're assuming that your opponent is going to hit his combo. So there's really no reason to not do it. And he did.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that a lot with Human Bomb versus PR Rog. You remember every time he hit him with the the regular Hurricane, and it was time to link the combo afterwards, PR Rog said, I'm going to EX Headbutt.
Yeah.
You're either going to get the combo or I'm going to kill you. And that's exactly the same situation what Daigo did right there.
And he gets the round, like, again, where's that pixel from? I don't get it.
It's like I said, the game says you're the beast. So
yeah, look, and now people know it's nuts because this is at this point the fourth or the third major comeback that Daigo has had in this set so far. I don't know who this guy is with the glasses, but your reaction is priceless.
He's one of the MVC2 hype guys, dude. He's been at season speeding.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty sick.
And look at Dazzle, bro, with his hands on his head. He's just like, no, dude. The guy in the glasses, he's like terrified of the beast right now. Yeah. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Still not as great as Hungry Human's reaction to the marriage proposal. Oh,
best reaction of all time? Yeah.
You see the t-shirt that someone, like the fake t-shirt someone made of it, where it's just like one color of him, and it's like, she said yes, it says under there, and it's just him. Oh my god!
Dude, I love that he has his hands on his face, like Home Alone style. Anyway, yeah. So again, I really feel like Gamerbee has controlled
angles of crowd of the shot. It's so cool.
Yeah, the camera work was really well done this Evo. No, I feel like Gamerbee has had huge control of almost every round so far, and only at the very end does he make just literally a couple of mistakes, and like not even anything that's in most cases going to be major for him.
Right. I mean, at this point, he's probably a little mind-effed, but you can see that he's doing a good job right here.
Well, he comes out swinging like he did in the last round. It looks like he's not getting it in his brain that he's going to lose. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like he has recovered really well each time that Daigo has made a big comeback. Because in the earlier part of the round and in this round, he gets the whole round. He just has complete control.
There.
Yeah. He has complete control.
And then finally Daigo gets his first good start.
Right, exactly. Only the second time that Gamerbee has had to do Wake Up Dragon Punch. At this point, we've seen it a bunch from Daigo. Yeah. Because he's just been in way more bad situations than Gamerbee has been in.
Oh, Gamerbee should have been able to combo that. I thought he decides jump instead.
This time he goes for the crouching strong. You see that? Screwed it up last time. I wonder if it was even a plink last time.
Oh, it could have been a messed up plink.
I wonder.
It could have been a messed up plink. He might have done it a little one frame too early, so the jab came out instead.
Right. Very
much possible. And here we go. Looks like Gamerbee. Oh.
You see the minor things that Gamerbee is screwing up, like so small. Like in this round, in the round where he didn't get maybe he didn't get the plink or whatever that was to let Daigo mash, or the round where he let Daigo walk a little bit too far forward into the throw. There's like these little times where Daigo gets the comeback because he takes advantage of these just slightly poor things from Gamerbee, but in really strong and like basically classic Daigo fashion, he takes full advantage of them.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, how did he even think just to have that Ultra in mind off of that trade?
Oh, well, so look, if you're in this situation where you don't have FADC and you basically have one way to come back,
right?
Hope you screw up into Ultra.
But, like you said, we've seen Daigo do a million wake-up uppercuts. Gamerbee had managed to get him to uppercut the wrong direction every time, except this one time.
Right.
Daigo did get the right direction, and let's see. Does it?
It wasn't reversal.
Yeah, so that was the key right there.
Right.
A lot of the times, the force you to uppercut the wrong direction tricks are predicated on that you do reversal.
Right.
And one of the ways to beat it is to make sure that you do not do a reversal uppercut, which is what Daigo does here.
That's right. Although that indicates that it's not a meaty timing, and you want to be doing a true meaty timing. That is to say, you want the opponent to have to wake up either blocking or getting hit by whatever it is that you're doing. And he messed it up just by a tiny little bit.
And again, I swear that was the last hit of the Ultra that
right?
So it's like every single time he has that perfectly calculated. And
dude, look at the crowd now.
Dude, this crowd is going crazy.
The start of the set, they were all sitting down.
Yep.
Like there was no... I don't remember what happened before this, but whatever it was not crazy enough for them to go nuts about.
Daigo finally baits out his own wake-up uppercut. God, he's whipping uppercuts everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a calculated risk that he's taking. Adon, as a character, does not have great punishes.
Yeah, not a lot of damage.
There it is.
Oh, and you know what? I want to point out something again. He tried the same trick again. He tried the same trick here again, because if you notice, he did a jab uppercut. He wants it to trade.
Oh,
that's probably why. Yeah, that's how he reacted. So
no doubt.
It's like you said, he just knew.
No
he
doubt.
did the jab uppercut on purpose to make sure. Oh
and yeah, I don't remember if he'd even gone for frame traps before. Had he even done that?
Last hit again, dude. Last hit again.
Seriously, like he found the pixel like 5 times or 4 times.
Yeah, you're right. Because every other time he didn't frame trap, he actually went for the throws.
Yeah, I think that was the first time when he went for a frame trap, and it was what killed Gamerbee and sent him to losers.
Because he had walked up to him so many times. He had basically painted that picture to Gamerbee that, yes, I'm going to walk up to you and throw you. And so he does it one last time after a dash. He just walks up.
And there's crouching short probably, is my guess. Well, can you see what it is in time?
Yeah, it's a crouching short.
It is.
You can
see.
So
yeah, there it is. In the knee.
But you know what? Just to point out to everybody how amazing this frame trap is, how genius it is, Daigo crouches first.
Right, yeah, he fakes it, right?
He waits it there for a second. Yeah, he gives that twitch reason. It might be because he did the uppercut code. He could have done the uppercut code faster than that. I mean, because when you watch it at full speed, you'll see that little crouch there was just enough to get Gamerbee to go, oh, you know what, he's going to do something. And in fact, he probably built that delay into his uppercut code.
Yeah, probably. Oh, it was really good. So he ends up winning a set that, in terms of like number of seconds dominated, I would say was Gamerbee's. But he just had these incredible decisions at the ends of round and in that set, in that game, pretty consistently, that ended up taking it for him. So awesome play by Daigo.
Yeah.
And they had a rematch later on.
Yep. And Gamerbee won that one.
He did. So. Yeah, he ended up getting second place. And it'd be really cool to be able to go through the next set that they play and see like which, where they learned and exactly what happened. Don't really have time for that.
On a future episode of Level 3 Focus.
This guy, totally correct.
So definitely subscribe. HTV /UltraChenTV.
Or YouTube.com/UltraChenTV. Right. I don't know why we're doing this. Everybody on this chat is
I know.
already
it's a YouTube video, at least one. Right?
So
some people you see the YouTube video. Anyway.
For sure. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Infiltration versus Daigo after this. Hello, welcome back to Level 3 Focus here on Ultra Chen TV. We're breaking down some of the matches from EVO 2012 from about a week and a half ago now. And we just saw Daigo versus Gamerbee with a really great set from Daigo, who took advantage of just a few Gamerbee mistakes and then had some great play on his own to make some awesome comebacks and end up winning a very, very close set, one of the most exciting Street Fighter 4 sets from the weekend. Now we have a match from the top 8 between Infiltration and Daigo. And whereas we just saw Daigo make really interesting and good decisions and have awesome reads on his opponent, or just put himself in a position where he could take advantage of things, this is basically going to be a complete beatdown.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, I don't feel like Daigo did anything wrong in this match.
So let's get in there. This is from the top 8. This is the winner's side of top 8 for Infiltration to get into winners finals, winners semis, winners finals.
This is winners finals, yeah.
To get into winners finals.
Yeah, winners semifinals right here.
There you go. So Daigo, there you go. Infiltration, I picked him to win, and it's just because I really respect a lot of what he does in his gameplay. He studies things in advance. I mean, he said before this that he had been studying Daigo matches.
Right. And you had that whole episode of Infiltration, infiltrating my heart.
Yeah, because he...
Shout out to Trisha, by the way, for stealing your joke.
Did she?
Yeah, she took a picture with Infiltration, and she said, FGC infiltrating my heart. Wow. And I was like, dude, she just totally jacked
Too good.
Joke, so.
Anyway, yeah, he has this combination of creativity and dickishness that I think is really cool. Okay. Very first, round 1, go. Got him.
Right.
Like, just like that. Jeez. So he clearly has been studying Daigo videos and what he likes to do against Akumas. I'm sure they've played in the past. And he starts things off with a fireball. From Akuma? I mean, how often do you see that? It's not very often. It's not a common opening gambit from Akuma to throw out fireball. And he must have been sure, Daigo threw one fireball and I neutralized it? For sure, the second one is coming. Here you go.
Yeah, because Ryu has frame advantage in that trade-off situation because Ryu's fireball recovers quicker, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. So
right.
Daigo knows to throw another one, and Infiltration immediately. Look at that.
It's like he parried his way through and starts things off really strongly.
Dude, he is so in delay there. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, he had all day to do whatever he wanted for sure. Hits Daigo with an overhead.
Dude, who does an overhead at the beginning of the round?
See, that's why that overhead worked.
Yeah.
It's totally why it worked, because you're right. People tend to save overheads for later on in rounds. And you see
like
that
when it's going to kill.
right.
You know?
And you see that like when very top level players throw out overheads, it's mostly blocked by other very top level players because they know kind of what the situations are when overheads are coming in. And oftentimes when you see somebody hit or try an overhead on Daigo on his wake up, he doesn't even start off low blocking and then like reaction high block. He's just like, I'm gonna stand block you. But that's not what happened there. I'm not sure what he was doing.
Oh, again, gets through that fireball. Oh, did you see him whiff that fierce for that meaty fireball timing? Right. Oh, so good.
Ah, he's in there already. I don't think Daigo even gets out.
Wow.
Sets up that really ambiguous situation, which Daigo knows how to block now. Okay, yeah, he does get out finally, but oh, he just screwed up his option select. That's right, I forgot about that.
Failed option select there.
Right. And that's yeah.
Ooh.
Love that setup. Okay, he's dead. So go back to that setup real fast. Towards the end, right? He gets this throw.
Right.
Okay, now he throws that fireball. He does not care about this reversal Dragon Punch at all. The only thing that he's worried about here is if Ryu wakes up with EX Dragon Punch, but that's not that big a deal. Really, all he's looking for here is for Daigo to lose a few pixels of health, because he knows that either he's going to win on that or else get very, very close to getting the round. And of course, that trade is fine either way.
Yep, and Ryu's, of course, his low roundhouse is punishable for days.
That's right.
Minus 13, minus 14 on block, I think it is.
Yeah, I think 14. I don't really remember. But it's definitely one of those two.
And the interesting thing, I think I commented on this when I was doing the commentary, is like we've seen Daigo go from super offensive to super defensive to super offensive between rounds. And you notice Infiltration did that. It's almost like I wonder if he did it in anticipation of like, here comes Daigo's offensive round. Because now all of a sudden he's just hopping back and forth and doing nothing, at the start of the round.
Yeah, I would totally believe that. Nice.
Did it again. Focus through that fireball.
That's not the last time he gets that.
Yep.
Wow.
And he just predicts a fireball there.
Yeah. You don't see people often jumping over a Daigo fireball and getting max punish out of that situation, because he just tends not to throw those fireballs. But Infiltration knew it was coming. Hold on. Alright, he's going to close it out pretty soon, I think. Yeah, there it is. So go back to that fireball trade. Just from a little bit ago. Yeah, just let it rock, whatever.
Okay.
We'll get there. Dragon Punch. I love the Dragon Punch with no focus out meter. Alright, watch this. You see what he did?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I do now. Yeah.
Check this out. So he throws his own fireball, and FADC's out of it.
To get this damage.
And gets up there.
I'm surprised all he did was a sweep instead of a full combo. He was probably hoping that sweep would kill him.
What an asshole. That was such a sick setup. And yeah, it doesn't quite kill yet, but I mean, that's basically the killing blow.
It's really interesting now that I think about this. This whole fight so far has been him destroying Daigo's fireball. It's almost like you're right, he must have just studied Daigo's fireball pattern.
Yeah, I think
because he's managed to punish that like 9 times, in that.
He's purposely trying to take away the fireball in this match. If you take away, Ryu fireball in this match, it's not easy for him. In terms of the footsie game, if he can't use fireballs, and he can't, then it's not it's not easy for him at all. That's a huge neutering of his tool set.
And there we see the advantage of Evil Ryu.
Yeah, that's true.
Evil Ryu's low forward fireball is always a true block string.
He has that extra block stun on his crouching medium kick, yeah.
Yep, and so you see here, at that max range of low forward into fireball, that is not a true block string.
Nope.
And so Infiltration
Focus
and does the same.
You know what I bet he's doing now I think about it again? This is probably an option select. Because if he were to be a little bit closer and he inputted focus dash toward,
nothing would have happened.
Nothing would have happened. He still would have been in block stun.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I think that's really smart, actually.
Dude, I'm just going to do that against Ryu every time.
You should do that. That's really smart.
Oh.
Wow, get out of there? Yo. It didn't work out, but I love that he tried to get out like that. Oh!
I want to show this again here really quick.
Yeah.
Because Infiltration does a sneaky trick with Akuma, that stand short whiff right there. Right? He gets that stand short, gets Daigo to try to sweep it.
That's right, and this is going to actually be very important. Not too long from now, but he sees what Daigo's response is to the whiffing of things.
Now maybe he's thinking Daigo might try the same on him.
Maybe, and we'll see whether that happens. Yeah, look how he tries to get out. The only reason that Daigo punches that is because he happened to well, crap.
You see him focusing through every... Okay.
There you go.
You saw him focusing through every fireball. But...
Yeah, and well, okay, so go back a little bit even before the ultra.
Yeah.
Because I really like the focus dash towards, see that it wasn't working out, and then back off.
Right. He does it twice in a row.
Yeah, so you see, like, he tries it here. Okay.
I'm going to do it both times.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Here we go. So here we go.
So he's just trying it out. Am I in range to punish this? Probably not. So, yeah, he backs off a little bit. Out to a range where he can do it again.
But then, you know what? He got hit by the low forward.
That's the problem.
So he was probably like, nah, forget it. Backs out again.
That is such quick decision making.
Yeah.
Such quick recognition of the situation.
So good block here from Daigo. And then, remember, we just saw Daigo do that stand. Basically, Infiltration did the stand short. Got Daigo to whiff. And so Daigo does the exact same thing. He empty jumps into that stand short.
Right.
Look at that.
Check this out. This looks like it's a pretty good situation for Daigo, right? Because that stand short is going to recover a lot faster than that crouching sweep. And if there were no ultra to cancel that sweep into, this would be a free punish for Daigo.
Yep. And he goes for it.
And he goes for it. He recognizes the situation. But that ultra can be canceled into on any frame. And that's exactly what happens.
Move.
And once you're in there as Ryu, you're caught. You can't get out of this. You have no options to get out. So
this is where we were saying it just must be that Infiltration's just buffering and raging games all day.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because at least in this situation, having seen already that Daigo knows about this, obviously. Really interesting situation.
But Daigo's still in it. So
for sure. And remember, I mean, he came back against Gamerbee in basically this situation.
And look, he has 3 meters and an ultra, so he could easily, especially with Akuma, you could totally destroy Akuma.
Look at that safe setup. Ooh, like
FADC.
it! EX. Yeah, that was so hype. I remember going crazy about that.
Yeah. And smart knowing from Infiltration, knowing that when they both landed, the temptation is going to be to do another uppercut. Because he had did Daigo have more meter for FADC after that? Yeah, I think he
had
did.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, so he did one uppercut like this. So he was like, you know what, Daigo's gonna uppercut FADC, and he was absolutely right.
Got him. Unless he's gonna do random EX himself.
Yep.
There, just press play. Yeah, there you go. Cool. So Infiltration, 3 straight rounds on Daigo.
Yep.
That's not easy. We already saw Gamerbee get up to situations where it looked like he could have gone like that against Daigo, and Daigo made amazing comebacks in that set. But he has not been able to do it here. Like it's the little variations that are so cool. You know, in the last round we saw in a similar situation, Infiltration get a throw when he walked up. This time he gets a sweep. I mean, expectation of Daigo trying to throw out something like a crouching normal to stop him from throwing. It's all that stuff. Wow. Staying safe, Infiltration. Ooh, Daigo looking for Dragon Punch FADC.
Nice. No overheads for you this time.
So it looks like Daigo can finally take a round.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He beats his uppercut with his own uppercut, and then... Oh, man. So, in case people don't know, you cannot jump away from the super.
Right, it's instant.
If he starts it next to you. And he baits Daigo into blocking with the overhead again. But again, you can cancel any normal move into an ultra or any raging demons at any point in time.
That's right. And since he didn't have to use Dragon Punch FADC in the previous situation, he was willing to, I'm sure, to do Dragon Punch FADC, but Daigo woke up with his own Dragon Punch, and so he didn't have to do it. He had all this meter there. Got him.
Infiltration takes it.
So yeah, I thought that was a really interesting destruction of one of the most well-known and highest-level players that is around in Street Fighter 4. Daigo, everybody knows what he's capable of, and we saw before against Gamerbee that he's capable of making these awesome comebacks, taking advantage of little situations, and putting himself into situations where he can take advantage of things if they were to come his way. Right. But Infiltration just really didn't let him get any of that stuff. He didn't really let Daigo put himself even into a situation where if Infiltration had screwed up, he didn't screw up. Right. But where if Infiltration had screwed up, Daigo could have taken advantage of things. That wasn't even really given to him. Not
a single moment in all 4 rounds where Daigo looked like he had any momentum.
Right. Even when he had the lead at a certain part, it didn't. I remember thinking live, it didn't really seem like a strong position.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It seemed, considering the dominance of the previous 3 rounds, that it was really a matter of time before Infiltration was going to win this round.
Yep.
And that's what happened. So, yeah, really strong play from Infiltration. Just kind of a demonstration of how he blew people up in Street Fighter 4. I wanted to kind of show that because it was definitely one of the bigger stories out of the EVO 2012 tournament. Right. And we were all expecting for Street Fighter 4 to be the most closely fought. At least I was.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be the most closely fought
I agree.
top 8 and tournament in general. And I thought Bala was going to run away with things.
Right.
I thought that Filipino Champ was going to run away with things. Didn't happen either. But, he didn't have... Nobody had the domination that Infiltration had in a game that, again, did not expect it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it just showed us that there's that much more room to grow and that he's gotten there. And he's basically put the whole world on notice for this game.
Yeah. I remember when he brought Gouken out against Dominion at Seasons Beatings, I remember thinking, wow, this is a guy who has spent so much time breaking down characters and his human opponents that he knows to go to a character that Dominion A has probably never fought against seriously, against a very top-level player, and B is just a terrible character matchup for him. And he knew Infiltration is so well prepared that he knew how to use this character in all the little ins and outs against a guy like Dominion who really didn't know how to approach it. And I feel like he might have done something similar there. Not like he went for character select, but in the way that he must have prepared for that set.
Right. Now, didn't he send Dominion to losers in the semis as well? I think
really
he beat
can't remember.
Gouken and beat him.
Oh, he did. That did happen. Yeah, that did happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So, good job to Infiltration. I really hope that other players are going to step up their games for next EVO. It's a long time away, so they have plenty of time. But whenever the next major is, I'm really hoping that people will come in with a little bit more preparation. We know top players, you and I, and a lot of them think about some opponents in advance and how to approach certain things, but I don't really think that most of them have the level of willingness to just really find out certain things, certain tendencies, certain character-specific stuff and matchup stuff and all these things that it looks like Infiltration is doing.
Yeah, Infiltration definitely made it obvious that everybody else kind of coasted into EVO.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, good job to him. All right, so we're going to take another break, and we'll be back with more EVO 2012 match videos after this. Hey, welcome back to Lv3 Focus. So we've been going over. Wow, I totally tried to get rid of sickness beforehand, and that did not work out. I still have Uvola. So
right.
Yeah, Infiltration blew up Daigo. Badly.
He blew up everybody. He lost one round
in top 8. Right, yeah. That's why I wanted to show a video of him blowing somebody up, because it's just representative of how things went. So next, I guess we're not going to have time to do all the matches that I wanted to show. I don't want to be here until 12 o'clock. I wanted to do Bala versus Mad KOF, but I guess I'm not going to have time, so that'll be for another episode of Lv3 Focus. But tonight we're going to continue quickly going over Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Grand Finals between Infrit and Filipino Champ.
Yeah. We're probably not going to be able to pause very long because this match itself is already 24 minutes. So.
Yeah, no, it was a long one. It's 3 out of 5, and there had to be a reset in between. So, what's the situation, James Chan?
So, this Filipino Champ coming from losers, and Infrit's the one who sent him there, and he's already really nervous because he knows as well as everybody that this is his tournament to win, and he just saw Bala lose.
Right.
It was Bala's tournament to win. So Filipino Champ probably has this feeling like, I almost lost to Chris G. I got knocked into loser's bracket by Infrit.
Right.
He's like, oh my God, you know, all the people who look like they were shoo-ins are not shoo-ins.
Right, because you remember before top 8, he didn't lose a game the whole tournament.
Yep. And then in top 8, he was having some problems, and then Infrit actually defeats him.
Yeah, I mean, he almost lost to Combo Fiend, if you recall. That was a very close set.
What an interesting snapback there. I think he was trying to kill Nova with the snapback.
He was totally trying to kill.
And it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
But he starts off strong. He even goes for that nice little mix-up there with the magnet pull, trying to get Infrit to come from the other side. You saw that?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he goes for that mix-up a lot.
Yeah.
Infiltration has Infrit has definitely seen that before.
You know, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until right now.
And now that's it, Chip.
Yeah, it has to X Factor. He forces the X Factor and allows him to put in the matchup that he wants. Again, Filipino Champ doing really, really well. It's a great start to his grand finals. Yeah, not too concerned about that. Obviously, that gets through projectiles, but he was just blocking. He wasn't calling assists.
Oh, got caught by the...
Yeah, well, I mean, he's done a good job, though, of running away from X Factor all that time. And he knew at this point that, you know, Infrit's options were not that many. Even though there was still X Factor, Infrit had to make use of that X Factor immediately to get any real benefit out of it. Wow, I didn't realize you could see the crowd so well. That's awesome.
Yeah,
you can see the whole room.
Yeah, they had the spotlight. And that whole black area in the back is all chairs as well.
Oh, yeah, no, there were thousands of people there.
It was packed. And in KO...
Infrit's expression, too good. Oh, I think that's exactly where they got the screenshot for.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire screenshot?
That's the best.
Oh my God, it's too funny. All right, let's get to the next one.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. Whatever.
All right, here we go. So, I mean, once again, Filipino Champ with a good start. But if I'm not mistaken... Oh, he goes for the reset there, but Infrit does not get baited. So, in case people don't know... you're just hoping to catch people. So the reason why this works, you're trying to catch someone mashing team aerial counter TAC.
Yeah,
team aerial
basically looking for you to do a team aerial combo and to get the counter with the proper direction by mashing on S in whatever direction they think it's coming from. If you, as Filipino Champ, think that they're going to do this, you can instead go for this reset. And he goes up there and intentionally leaves a hole in his combo. And then I think he goes for S or HS.
S, which pulls him down.
Right, yeah. And if that hits, then he gets to continue a combo.
You know what the best thing about this trick is, though? Is that Seth talked about this trick before Marvel came out.
I remember.
And no one's ever done it until now.
Yeah,
so, you know, it's really cool that someone's finally implementing this.
Yeah, Champ has been doing it for a little while now.
Yep.
If you've been able to watch his stuff. You know, he's picking great spots on screen to attack from. He's really trying to get the most benefit out of various things. There you can see the usefulness of going for the reset before going for the TAC.
And he goes for a level 3. He just wants to make sure this character's dead, man.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that he went for here. Pause it for a second, I guess. He went for the reset before he goes for the TAC, just to kind of set the tone. It's like somebody going for like an early Dragon Punch early on,
right.
Because next time. You want the person to be thinking about that early on. It's like it's also like Infiltration going for the overhead early on.
Right.
Doing these things early on that you expect to come in later. You know, it's an interesting variation, and it really changes how the opponent has to deal with the other side of that coin.
Right.
And here you saw, I don't know whether Infrit really got caught by that. Maybe he was mashing S, but was just picked the wrong direction.
Make it through that? Check this out. Whee! He made it through that pillar, gets hit by the missiles, of course.
Yeah, Champ trying to stay safe, obviously.
And of course, Spencer, high damage character, so he picks up Dormammu. Does he get the... Okay, he gets it.
He wanted to get max out of that.
Yeah.
But...
And dude, that was such a nice key move right there, because he wanted to kill Dormammu.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was a flame carpet.
Doom. He wanted to kill Doom, but it just wasn't enough. So again, level 3.
Sets out the timing. That power up is not just to get the power up; it's also for the timing for level 3.
Because you can do it too early, so it goes under him, which is a pain in the ass.
For sure. So now he has
the full
spell.
It looks like it's all doom and gloom for Infrit, but he picks up this combo, so he's managing to get some good damage on.
The thing about this set just in general is I feel like it's characterized by Filipino Champ doing a really smart and good job of a lot of things, but leaving a couple of holes, a couple of situations where Infrit can make comebacks, and this is exactly one of them. So I was talking about that before. Remember?
Yeah, one of your favorite moments. Here.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite moments from this grand finals. So very common thing for somebody to do with Sentinel is after you pop that X Factor, you dash up command grab because look at it, he could have gotten it.
Right.
But Filipino Champ, I don't know how he gets this read, but he knows to not do the jump because you see this H now that's coming out for Sentinel. That's an air grab. That's his attempt.
Yeah, he's trying to get Filipino Champ to go, oh, here comes the command grab, jump, and then get air thrown. But,
and die that way.
Yeah, Filipino Champ didn't move until a little bit later. It could have actually just been Infrit outguessing himself. Maybe
it could have
Filipino
been.
Champ, he did jump, but...
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a case of bringing out your guns a little bit too early. Mm-hmm. We saw Filipino Champ do that with bringing out the reset and then going for the TAC. Maybe this is a case of Infrit trying to do that kind of thing, but it kind of backfiring in his face a little bit. Level 3 is going to squeeze it out.
It's not going to quite kill.
Yeah.
And here we go. Infrit's going to start building life back.
That's why he's playing cautiously right now. He knows, obviously, X Factor is going to run out, but he wants to get some life back.
I think this is where...
yeah, and it's a drop, right?
Yep.
Like, if he had gotten that L and continued that could have been Dead Magnus, and then an incoming guess for Dr. Doom. Would have taken still a couple of guesses for Doom to die, but he would have been in a better position. So he it's not like he was out of it already, but he just screwed it up. And Filipino Champ, I think that lean back in his chair is about two things. It's about the fact that now he's up 2-0 and threatening to reset, which is great, and he's happy about it. And he's stoked, but also I think he kind of knows that Infrit was just a little bit away from taking that. If Filipino Champ had reacted maybe a little bit faster to that dash up command grab fake by jumping into the air, maybe he would have died. If Infrit had hit that link, that juggle, maybe he would have died.
And there's John Choi, the water boy, right there.
Yeah.
Getting Filipino Champ some more water. It's important to stay hydrated.
Oh, wait, pause it. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Top left.
Top left.
What's up, dude? Yeah, right there. What's up, man? How's it going? Winning any money?
David.
Yes. Actually, no, I was losing it right now because I bet on Infiltration.
Oh, did you? Infrit.
God, I keep saying that. Yeah, I bet on Filipino Champ when I knew what the top 8 was, and then as soon as I knew Infrit was his challenge in Grand Finals, I bet on Infrit. Just for SoCal.
Funny how many people I actually know in this audience right here.
Oh, yeah, totally. Look, there's Jedi Rob behind me. There's...
Kelly.
Yeah, there's Kelly and Mike Ross and Kim. And
there's PROG Cat.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in there, for sure.
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just fascinated. Okay.
No, it's always cool to see the crowd.
Oh, there's Ertola, too.
Ertola was up there.
All right, so let's jump to the...
King of Saurus was somewhere in there.
I'm sure he was, yes.
All right, go back a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. Okay,
that's cool, yeah. So this on this game, Filipino Champ can potentially reset, and he's already kind of been establishing some of his tools, some of his ideas, the ways that he's gone in pretty hard at the start of each round so far, and actually taken advantage of it has been really strong. And so he goes for a little bit of a different tact here, and I wonder if it's kind of the same thing that we saw from Infiltration, remember, against Daigo, where he in the second round went for what looked more like defense, right? Just kind of to throw things off, and that's what Filipino Champ does here, and it totally works out. So now he's got the character in that he wants. That was so sick, dude. So, wait, pause. Dude, just to explain, right? So the stalking flare is out there, and if you fall into it, there's no mix-up on it because you're just in block stun until it's away. So if there's a side to side or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're just in block stun. You can't get thrown. You're not gonna get mixed up high low because you're in the air. So there's nothing really to get out of it other than chip. But Filipino Champ uses the gravity to try to get Infrit out of the block stun where he can make him...
He does block it once.
He does.
But then he pulls him out. You see him push block, and he pulls him out again.
Right.
And look at that. Now he's got this mix-up.
Right. And now he has Spencer next to him, but it's not that big a deal because Stalking Flare is just going to be relentless in its pursuit.
Right. Even if he hits Magneto, Stalking Flare stays. You have to hit Dormammu to make it go away. And Dormammu's not there.
Right.
So Infrit tries to hit a button, and he does get hit by Stalking Flare.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing really that Filipino Champ can get because he was currently in stun.
And plus, the other thing, too, is that you saw Infrit block 2 hits, so a lot of the hits of the Stalking Flare already been used up.
Right.
So it wasn't going to hit for very
But
long.
I really like that setup.
Dude, it's so sick. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. So Champ bringing out his tricks when he knows it counts.
Uh-oh. And here we go. Infrit gets his air throw. And like I said, Spencer... Oh, he went for the reset.
Yeah, that's exactly. God. Yeah. So they're both bringing out their big guns right now. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a kill. Infrit in that second game kind of maybe overstepped it a little bit. He went a little bit too far. And how you always say, like... win with as little as possible, right. In the second round, when he went for the dash command grab fake, maybe kind of went a little bit too far on that. But here, he's back to establishing the mix-ups before then bringing out the other sides of things.
Oh, look at that! He just saw that he caught Doom, and again, he wants to make sure Doom is dead, so he activates X Factor.
Yeah, wanted to get more, but couldn't really because Dormammu was not in stun. He was gonna get the punish.
Right. So here's the problem now: is that Sentinel, and he's wasting his X Factor.
Right.
Oh, I got that mix-up. So evil.
Yeah, and the thing about that is the Filipino Champ isn't really even that kind of Dormammu for the most part. He's not like the Dark Matter mix-up kind of Dorm. He tends to play this character more like he is right now on the other side of the screen, and occasionally going for that stuff. So I really don't think Infrit was looking for that. That's why I like him establishing that.
Good blocking from Infrit there, by the way. So.
Right. Yeah, that was definitely a thing that Infrit had, was just awesome blocking. That's going to be the reset.
Yeah. So very dominant reset there.
Yeah. And, it was dominant because he was bringing out some tricks that he didn't really get a chance to show or didn't show in winners finals. He was going for the reset. He went for that Stalking Flare Magneto Gravity thing. He switched up his strategy, offensive or defensive. All these little switch ups, and he knew exactly when to bring them out. And Infrit gets owned up in the first half of Grand Finals right there.
Power of the power of the power of the...
Yep.
Power of the power of the power of the power of the power.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good that he's having fun with it, but I personally, when I was watching this, I was a little worried for him. When I saw this happening, I kind of thought about pause. I remember in Evo 2011 when Puerto Rican Balrog reset the Grand Finals against Viscant. And he with the Tron level 3 grab, and he bounded out of his seat and was like, "What?" and went crazy, and all of his friends went up there and were congratulating him, and he got out of it. His mindset was out of it. And Viscant said later that when he saw that PR Rog was reacting like that, he was so happy because that meant that Viscant could sit there and think about his strategy and how to approach the next set. And when I saw this from Filipino Champ, I was like, are you thinking? And you know what? Okay.
And you know what? Maybe, because this set does not start the way he wants to nearly as well.
Nope.
Because we see here already getting picked up. And his combos with Nova are ridiculous.
Yeah, he actually screwed it up. Yeah, he did it too late. I remember that.
Yeah, he wanted to do the power of the Nova Force, but came out with that instead. Came out with the wrong one, but...
Just crazy pressure right now.
Yeah, oh, I love that.
A chip is even an issue, so Magneto just gets out of there.
That's so good. I gotta remember that, actually.
Oh, it's gonna be Chip. Yep.
Oh, so he
so
switches
smart.
to Dormammu to save him. Picks him up, gets the stocking... Oh, the missiles. Oh, and then he got hit. So the Stalking Flare went away. He got hit by the Sentinel drone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, that's right. Yeah.
So if I can see that right here. Yeah, so he's going to switch out here.
Yeah, forces the...
Right. So here comes the Sentinel drones. You don't see the Sentinel drones. They're down there.
But Sent was just called.
Yeah, and he gets hit by it, and that's why Stalking Flare just magically disappears.
Yeah. Right. So Champ just getting away.
Doing his Dalsamu stuff right now.
Yeah, it's so cool. Oh, dope.
Okay, here we go. So he picks up... Oh, he gets the happy birthday.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was a little bit worried for Champ when I saw him celebrating like that. Like, are you sure you're still in the right mindset to be playing this Grand Finals final set?
Oh, this quick time is really starting
to
get
is it
all
blowing
messed up? Yeah. Hang on, I'm going to quit it and come back.
Okay.
So... Give me a second, guys.
That's cool. It's right there. Yeah.
Let's come back.
Hmm.
I think we're at like around here.
It's not up here.
Yeah, I know.
All right, yeah, we'll put this back on.
Yep. Sorry, guys, you are staring at black screen
Yep.
right now.
But currently fixing it. Got it. Come on, Jane. Yes.
There we go. Okay, so we're back.
Okay.
So was that the one where he just killed him right here? Okay, so he kills. Is this the reset?
I think.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. He starts beating him up.
Wait.
Gets happy birthdayed.
Wait, hold on. Where are we now?
Yeah, I think this is right after the happy birthday, right here, right? Or,
I'm totally confused at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Okay.
So this is where he gets the happy birthday, I'm pretty sure. Because I remember seeing this. He gets hit by a few missiles, and then right there,
there you
picks
go.
up the
Yeah.
happy birthday, just gets in there.
Yeah, I mean, great awareness by Infrit. He had the situation where he knew he was close to Dorm. Unfortunately, Filipino Champ put himself right there with the dark matter into teleport. So not a great look from him.
Nice block on that mix-up.
Yeah, and then for the follow-ups too. Really nice blocks.
That was a bad X Factor. He had to save himself, so he X Factored, gets caught anyway.
Yeah, I mean he's just looking for mix-ups at that point. And gonna get squeezed.
So he's gonna.
Not quite. Yeah, but Chip will do it. So Filipino Champ has a chance to make this big X Factor comeback. Infrit playing very intelligently, staying far away, willing to take that chip. It's not that big a deal in the grand scheme of things. And just waste the rest of that X Factor time.
Now he's just gonna chill.
Yeah, dude, I love... Here, wait. Go back a little bit.
Uh-huh.
To where he's just kind of hanging out. Oh, that's way too far.
That's too far, yeah. So here we go. Spencer's dead.
Yeah, so watch where Infrit ends up hanging out
He
with...
just goes a screen away.
Well, it's not even that. Look vertically where he is.
Yeah.
Here, okay, it's just after this. It's just excellent positioning. Yeah, right there. You see where he's flying? He knows that he's flying just above disruptor level. Obviously, Magneto can jump into the air, but he knows that if he sees Magneto jump into the air, that he can go down in the fly and be away from that disruptor again. It's just excellent, awareness of the opponent's potential attack angles. He's got it.
Yep, just trying to finish him off.
Yep.
Finally gets him there.
Yep.
All right, so now Infrit has taken a 1-game lead. Blue Blazes, awesome. What a win quote. All right, see, so now Filipino Champ, that playfulness that we were saying is gone. You can see him kind of trying to shake it off.
Yeah, and that's what he has to do at this point. He still needs to win 3. He can't lose this one. And, in his mind, I'm sure losing this one is basically going to be a death sentence.
Dude, Infrit, he knew those missiles were coming. I don't know how he saw those missiles. But here we go. This is that Magneto combo. Gonna take him for a ride. And boom. Wow,
Yeah, not quite. Nope, not quite. He guesses wrong on the recovery side. You see that? He thought
he was gonna flip forward.
Exactly, yeah. And then just goes low. Yep, powers up. It's a really nice start from Filipino Champ here. He's got great attack angles. Unfortunately, for Infrit, he didn't see the flame carpet there.
Yeah, you can see what Infrit's game plan is. He's trying to kill Doom.
Right, but
every time he sees Doom, he uses everything he can to kill him.
But Filipino Champ, for the most part, is doing a great job of not letting that happen. He had the flame carpet out there, and he knew what Infrit's potential attacks were at that situation, and wasn't worried about that bionic arm.
Right.
So now with just Sentinel left, Infrit not looking good. People have really been sleeping on Sentinel. They... whackbot and all those terms, right? Like we don't think he's a good character outside of assists for the most part. But Infrit actually really likes the character, and you can see that in the way that he uses it. It's not he's not just like an X Factor comeback character. Wow, perfect timing on that.
He has the best movement out of everyone. He catches that teleport, and that was hitting. You see basically what happened. I mean, I want to show you guys what happened here exactly. He's sitting here fighting, and he's just waiting for Magneto to show up. As soon as he saw Magneto...
Yeah, I don't even know how he knew that, because he didn't have headphones on.
Yeah.
And he didn't have the game audio piped into his ears, but I guess he heard the assist call.
Yeah, he might have heard Filipino Champ hit the button.
Could have been that too, or maybe he just, heard it over the loudspeaker or something. But yeah, and immediately X Factors to try to get the kill on that character.
Right. Look how much life Magneto has.
Right.
He basically has all of his life
right
there. Dude, why is this coming on? That is so odd.
Wow, that is really weird, dude.
Anyways, okay, so watch.
So I love the teleport to the other side by Filipino Champ here.
Yeah, he was just gonna do it too, because he was trying to get the EM disruptor mix up.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess you're right. So it's not a reaction.
Yeah, but unfortunately for him, there's delay at the end of that. Perfectly timed and gets picked up. So Magneto's getting hit in the back. So you can see Magneto losing. Look how much life he lost.
Well,
there,
yeah,
dude.
but it's thanks to that teleport that Magneto doesn't die, because if there hadn't been a teleport right there, Infrit would have just dashed up to continue the death on Magneto. He would have killed that character.
Right.
And luckily, that teleport from Filipino Champ, even though his Dormammu's going to get punished for it, he doesn't lose two characters, which is nice.
The problem is here, Dormammu's dead, and now it's only Magneto. So Infrit looking bad here, but still has an opportunity.
Yeah, this is not a good matchup for him. Oh.
Yeah, he wants to give Magneto's not going to build any life, but Doom can survive a little bit better.
Nice block on the cross-up right there. Yeah, I mean, his Doom is just going to try to run away, throw some photons. He knows that Sentinel doesn't have meter for hard drive. It's not a concern from this point, so he's just going to kind of snipe occasionally. It's a really smart and interesting situation right here. He doesn't want Magneto in, just not much life on that character right now.
The funniest thing to me is Infrit's so careful not getting hit by foot dive.
Right.
And then I think just at the last second he blanks out a little.
Oh, that's so sick.
Oh, never mind.
Yo, jump M's are so good.
Okay, never mind. He kills Doom.
Yeah, he tries for the chip. I don't think it works out, actually. I think it's just barely doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Magneto misses a couple of plink dashes in the air, and then I don't even know what happened there. Infrit maybe he tried to do an armored jab or an armored S to try to beat this jump attack here, but whatever the case is, he just gets popped. Yeah, and then that Infrit basically came back and was about to take that. He was about to go up 2-0.
There were multiple times in this set where it looked like Infrit was either going to take it or win a game. And Filipino Champ, again, we've seen that expression already, where it looks like he kind of knows that he escaped a little bit. We saw it in the first set, and now in the second set too, where it's 1-1.
Alright, so let's jump ahead a little bit. And this is what Infrit does. He always goes to character select after he loses.
We're used to seeing that even from Wednesday Night Fights in the run back.
Yep. Definitely
something that we're used to.
Infrit taking his time. Let's go, Infrit. That's actually slower.
That's actually slower, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, don't worry about it. Ooh, I know some of those people in the crowd. Ricky Ortiz right back there, yep.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, so it's a different variation on the opening from Filipino Champ. We've seen him do a few different, significantly different things at the start.
Interesting.
Nice
I did not know that was punishable.
Yeah.
He gets him with that, and then
very fast beam
missiles.
supers.
That was a great reset there from Filipino Champ.
But yeah, I like the fact that Champ is varying. They're both varying their opening gambits pretty considerably in this set. Sometimes they go for significant offense, sometimes for pretty serious defense, and goes for the setup afterward.
Hard tag Magneto back in. Oh no, he doesn't. He stays this way. Goes for the mix-up. Great blocking from... See, Infrit's just been blocking everything this whole day. He was in that, Serlin-esque time slowdown mode, blocking everything. And then he wants to kill Doom.
Right.
As soon as he saw it again, said Team Super. That's his whole goal, is to kill Doom.
Or if not to kill Doom, to dissuade Filipino Champ from doing it, from calling that assist.
You see that nice little... So here he goes. He hits Doom.
Right.
And then he gets that grapple in right here, catches him out of that super,
zip.
yeah. And then this is punishable.
Yeah, that's punishable, right?
Yeah.
The S.
So let's see if Infrit can get this combo to go. God, Spencer's so ridiculous.
Yep. He doesn't have any more meter, unfortunately.
So OTG, zigzag zip.
Yeah, the only reason he doesn't get the kill is because he didn't have meter.
Right. And a hard tag, nice.
Right, save that character. And now we have him just kind of, you know, staying away, wasting time against Spencer. Very defensive style.
Tried to up grapple there, did not work out. So Filipino Champ says, you know what, I get the throw, Spencer's a threat, I'm going to kill him off. Yeah,
at least, or especially in the earlier parts of this set, he's just not worried about Sentinel from Infrit. Even though he's seen Sentinel, Sentinel has had a couple of pretty good situations for himself on Anchor. For the most part, he's not really. Goes up for the hit confirm there, saw it wasn't working out, backs off.
It might just be the same situation that he's thinking like everybody else is. Sentinel's not that good of a character,
right.
But Infrit, he's...
It's such a good space control style of Sentinel, you know? He's got the mix-ups too, but his jump M's like are amazing to me. Look at this.
So there goes him, and now Doom comes in, and he's going to catch him with one of your favorite, I think... He's just doing it. He's just going up after him.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't get the second one that time.
I'm pretty sure Doom gets the other side of him. This is the wait a minute moment here.
Yep. Yeah, you see all the space that he's taking up on top of Doom. It's like he's proactively limiting Doom from going up for foot dives or for photons.
Dude, that fly-unfly stuff that he's doing is just ridiculous. I mean, that's why I keep saying it looks like MVC2 Sentinel with those fly-unfly stuff. He just gets hit randomly here. Ugh.
Still got a little bit of time left, though.
Yep, 10 seconds left, so what can happen here?
Yep.
There's that dash-up command throw you were talking about.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I don't even necessarily know that was a mix-up because Doom was landing, so it's not necessarily as easy to know what's going on. Yeah, that's so sick. Dude, I stood up and went crazy. You actually might even be able to see me in there just going nuts after that. What?
So, let's take a look at this.
I mean, he had been doing that quite a bit. He had been preemptively going for jump M's against both Doom and Magneto, looking for that exact kind of situation where he could take control of the screen, limit Filipino Champ's movement options.
So Filipino Champ air dashes up, down, up, and you see all he flies first, and all he wanted to do was just shoot some lasers.
Well, he thought he'd be safe, right?
Yep. Wanted to kill some time, and then from nowhere.
Yep, that X Factor Sentinel, very fast, of course, and just comes up with M. Yeah. Bam!
Rocket punch.
Yep.
There it goes.
Did it on hard drive. Didn't need to.
So now, think about this now. Infrit gave away that last game. He should have been champion right now.
Well, maybe. I mean, definitely Filipino Champ is thinking about that at this point. And considering how confident Champ was coming into this top 8, you know, it's not a good look for him. There's that dude from Sweden. I met that dude.
The guy in the cap?
Yeah, no, in the scarf, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was looking at the guy with the cowboy hat.
Oh, that dude's got a beard and a half. Good stuff.
Oh, that's Preppy. That's Preppy.
Oh, really? I couldn't even see him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it looks like Infrit, like, you know, you're right. He's been very close to taking this. And so Filipino Champ has to start off a little bit more defensively. Does not want to play a risky style right now, but...
And he gets picked up here, so... Shout outs to Filipino Champ for maintaining composure at this point, because he goes for his own reset there. He goes for his own TAC reset. So apparently Infrit's had it. Oh, look at that hitting behind him.
Yeah, I thought his opening in this game was really smart because he's not trying to play this very riskily. You know, he knows that at this point he has to minimize the risk factors just to try to stay alive.
Yeah, it's smart stuff.
Nice snipe. Yeah.
Trying to get Sentinel.
Wow, his own snipe. Yeah, that's right.
Didn't quite keep it going here. Dude, things are looking good for Infrit right now, but then he just gets picked up here.
Oh, it didn't go for flare.
Yeah, sometimes you go for flare because it'll kill and then still cause the next character to have problems. The Filipino Champ opens him up with just a simple tri-dash. Sometimes it's the basic things.
Right, yeah. Well, you notice he's not calling Dr. Doom. He was trying to play patiently. I think maybe he expected Infrit to be looking for him to call an assist and looking for a moment to snipe. Because he's been doing that quite a bit, and so smartly he just goes for his quick offense.
Gets the up exchange, builds up an if meter for the level 3. And now this match has turned around drastically and things look good for Champ. It's amazing how quickly a match like this... This happened in MVC2 a lot, too. I always remember watching Justin play MVC2. He would always get his first character killed and stuff would look good for Chungsta or David Lee or whoever the heck was fighting him. Then all of a sudden, Justin would just turn it around, and then the fight just went the other way. And all of a sudden, you look at it, and it's like, wait, why does Justin have so much life still? And what happened to the other guy's life?
Yeah, there's that space control again with Sentinel taking up space with that jump M, especially after the mix up there. Ooh! Runs up, keeps it up, and at this point, it's looking really strong for Infit. Any mix up now that's successful against Dr. Doom is going to win Evo 2012 for him right here.
I talked about it. One foot dive that he didn't. That he was been so careful about avoiding that. But you remember that last fight that he had? He caught him with that jump M.
Right. Okay.
He caught him with the jump M. So let's look at that again.
Right.
Here after he kills Dormammu here. So he kills Dormammu, and notice that what he does here, he gets him to block.
Yeah, he's hoping that Filipino Champ is going to push block so he can come up for the air grab after.
There it is.
There it is.
M.
There it is. And he's just a little bit off in the spacing. Tiny amount.
Yep.
And that tiny amount could have cost him Evo 2012 right there.
Yep.
Because he gets foot dived. For some reason Champ doesn't get the quill for here.
Yeah, he misses it.
Yeah, but ends up getting it here. And
that's the controversy.
Right, exactly, yeah. The controversy is, why didn't he do hard drive?
Yep.
And I'm not sure.
Yeah, because he started the rocket punch, but you can super cancel the rocket punch.
Right, yeah, you can see the rocket punch starting up. But, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. Now, would it have hit? I don't know, because it's hard to tell whether... it's hard to tell, because the range on... the hitbox on Doom's feet is kind of weird when he does that. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird execution error. Even if it wasn't say he does it and he dies. Okay, that's one thing.
Yeah, but if you don't do it, you're gonna die. So
right.
You might as well do it. You know what I mean? It's like there's not even a question in that situation.
So Infrit now has had a couple of situations where he should have won. Right?
Right.
I don't know. It's really weird. I think he just missed the input, but
yep. So here we go.
So it's the final game at this point. Infrit, unfortunately for him, has just given up a couple of games, and Filipino Champ has done a great job of taking advantage of it.
Yeah, this last game wasn't as competitive as a lot of the other ones.
And it's again another variation on the start from Filipino Champ. After setting the tone in the last one of playing cautiously, he goes offense this time, works out.
See how much life Sentinel lost just there. Smart from Filipino Champ, and that's great awareness from Filipino Champ. I just want to point this beginning out here.
Well, they both did a really good job of sniping the other's assists in general.
Because obviously the assists are such keys of their team right here. So he calls the drones here. He was just trying to shockwave, anti-air. But then out of the corner of his eye, he noticed Sentinel. See, he can see him right there. So he says, you know what, I'm just going to DHC and watch Sentinel's life go bye-bye here.
Yep.
Holy moly.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he didn't have any more meter.
Yep.
And
so
now
he is able to hit here, but no more meter. He didn't want to DHC again, and then he just left Spencer to die, and now Spencer loses all this life. He's still in it though, because we've seen so many of those matches where the guy comes back alive. You see Infrit just trying to gain his life back, manages to punish that teleport.
Nice. Oh, he was trying to block the missiles. That's why he just didn't go for the pressure immediately, but gets hit by it anyway.
Nice pickup.
Oh, that's such a good confirm. That's so not easy.
Yeah, but the problem is, so high up in the air, it's hard to get that combo follow-up, and he loses it there. And Infrit, again, still looking good. Like I said, he's got first kill, essentially.
Oh, we didn't get that. That's right.
That's right. He missed that.
Wow. So he's had a couple of huge execution errors in this game and in the previous one that, man. Yeah. This is closer than I remember it being. Oh, that was almost a sick kick confirm. Could have kept it up.
Yeah, this is actually... Oh, then he goes for the exchange. You want to get Sentinel in. Did he get him? Oh, nice X Factor. And a counter X Factor.
Right, staying away. Does not want to get picked up by Nova at this point. Oh, nice. That's what he was looking for before.
I think
just to anti-air Nova, just get him away.
Because Nova air dash, obviously a great way to get in. And I think he's just watching for it. And as soon as he sees Nova air dash...
He totally is. Yeah, he's just trying to push Nova back. Nova can't punish in that situation. On the ground he can, but not in the air.
Oh, missiles again.
Yep, almost started off strong again. Oh, there's that variation!
Yeah, that was the frame trap right there. It was a Street Fighter frame trap with that crouching L.
It's just a bait, He's looking for... Filipino Champ was looking for command grab.
But here's the problems. He has to deal with Dormammu and missiles. This is not good.
No, definitely not a good match for Sentinel.
Especially with no X Factor.
He's got that huge body. Yeah, not great mobility. He can take up space, but he's up against a matchup that takes up way more space, way better than he does.
Look at this immaculate chip sequence that Filipino Champ is going for. Just got to go for random hard drive. That's it. Yeah,
so Filipino Champ ends up taking EVO 2012, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I love his reaction. You know, Filipino Champ just basically immediately sits down and cries, which is really impressive. And you can tell how much work he put into this whole thing. But in thinking more about that, this is the first time that I've rewatched the whole set since Grand Finals happened live. Infrit had a lot of chances.
Yeah, he dropped a lot of situations.
He had a lot of chances.
Yeah,
that's a heartbreaker for him. I mean, it's a great sort of coming out party to the larger world. You know, we've been seeing him ourselves pretty regularly for a while. We know he's good, but you know, it's definitely a bigger welcome to get second place at EVO, but to not get first place when you had all those situations, when you had potentially a missed hard drive to take it, when you had a missed execution in the game after that to take it, all of those things were, you know, what separated him from Filipino Champ. And Champ didn't make significant errors like that. He didn't have those big execution errors. He had, you know, I was pointing out the whole set, but I loved the way that he started out just about every game, because the way that he started out was so based on how things went in the previous game. He would go offensive in one game, then the next game he would know what the counter to that is, you know, for Nova to play in a certain way, and he would be at a range where he didn't have to deal with those attack angles. Yeah. There was one game when Infrit was up, would have taken if he had taken the game, would have won the tournament, where Filipino Champ kind of backed off and played a little bit more cautiously, not wanting to take those risks. And in the next game, Infrit, maybe expecting that again, went in a little bit, but Filipino Champ switched things up dramatically and played more offense and got the quick hit confirm into big damage.
It's kind of an interesting theme, though, in all the matches that we saw, how the players had been switching between offense and defense. It's a good lesson. I would like to talk to some of these top players and find out if they're doing it on purpose, you know?
Because, yeah, of course.
I mean, I would like to talk to them about that, because a lot of players don't do that. I would say 99.9% of the players don't do that. They just go in with what they do instead of switching it up between fights. Yeah. You know, it's something definitely that, I'm going to take to heart. And
I mean, the four players that we've seen do this today were Infiltration, Daigo, Infrit, and Filipino Champ, a.k.a. two of the best in each of those respective games. Right. So I don't think that that's any accident. You're right that a lot of players tend to have some style and to not have the tools or the ability to switch it up and to force their opponent to deal with something else. It's very common that top players have the ability to recognize to categorize even their opponent's play. Right. To put them in one of several boxes and then tailor the whole rest of their game to that. You know, you're a rushdown player. I have my ways to deal with that. I'm just going to go to that this whole way. And unless you prove to me that you're also a different kind of player, I'm not really going to need to switch things up.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of Filipino Champ's team, actually. It's got, with the Doom missiles, it can be used as a mix-up, or it can be used as a keep away for Dormammu. Yeah. You know, it's perfect. And Magneto... Yeah. The perfect character who can go on offense and then just sit back and throw EM disruptors.
I think the same thing about Dormammu. I think that they're both really complete characters who have a ton of options and the ability to play offense or defense. Yep. And with missiles in the back, like you said, sets up either one of those, either way you want to play. Such a smart team composition. Yep. Yeah.
Cool. And of course, we wanted to do the KOF match. We'll save that for another time.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said before, we're not going to have that many major tournaments between now and the rest of the year. There's only a few. And so I'm going to keep a lot of this EVO 2012 footage around and go back to it a lot and try to see individual matches that I really like to talk about and identify certain things in and go back to that a lot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's a ton of matches. Ton of matches we can go into. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for watching the first night that we've been back in 2 weeks, I guess.
I'll tell you this right now. I went to bed at around 3 o'clock on Friday night, And I told myself, you know what, I'm going to sleep as long as I need to on Saturday.
Okay.
I don't care how long I sleep for. I hadn't gotten a decent night's sleep since Evo.
Oh, yeah. Work right after and stuff,
right.
yeah.
So, and of course, even on the days that I stayed in Vegas, I didn't get decent sleep those nights either.
Me neither.
I slept until about 5:30 p.m.
What?
on Saturday. I'm not even going to lie.
Wow.
I did not move until then. It was amazing. And I woke up and I was like, this is the best feeling in the world.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, so.
Wow. That's like something
good.
I did in freshman year of college, man. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice. So, yeah, and that was pretty much the only night since Evo that I've gotten like full sleep like that.
That's crazy, man.
Yep.
Well, I guess it's getting it's a little late now. It's 11:04. We've been at this for about 3 hours, so we should probably try to get some sleep ourselves tonight as well.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna shut things down. Thanks for joining us for the Evo kind of recap episode, I guess, of First Attack and Level 3 Focus. We'll be back tomorrow night with whatever we're gonna call the Tuesday show.
Still have no name.
Still have no name. As always, I think we're just going to run with that at this point.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so that'll be on 8 p.m. Pacific time, as always, on the channel you're watching, UltraChen TV on Twitch. Please join us then.
Yep.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you then.